So, Resident Electoral Commissioner Kwara, you are welcome. Please introduce yourself and the scope. The State Collation Officer for the presidential election should introduce himself, and then let the proceedings begin. So over to you, Rek Kwara. Observation? Okay.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman, party agents, media. My name is Dino Melaye, agent for the PDP. Mr. Chairman, I have a fundamental observation based on our proceedings yesterday. Yesterday we received the result from Ekiti State, and I worked on the results as presented yesterday, and I discovered that we have 301,000. We have, 987,647 registered voters in Ekiti, and 301,558 accredited. And since we have 301,558 accredited, the result as presented yesterday, APC had 201,494. If you subtract that from 100,064. Out of this 100,064, PDP scored 89,554. If you subtract that from the balance of 100,064, what is left is 10,510. And now, it was also recorded yesterday that Labour had 11,397, when the total number left is 10,510, leaving an over figure of 887. Apart from this 887 surplus, we have not calculated even the votes of other political parties. Because you will recall that yesterday he told us ADC scored 1,037. So you will recall, you will see from that postulation and presentation yesterday that the figures did not add up. There was overvoting, and the number of votes outnumbered the number of accredited votes. And we know exactly what the law says concerning that. So I move that that be considered, because Ekiti cannot stand. Thank you.
Well, any further comment? Okay. Introduce yourself and your party.
Good morning, sirs. My name is Honorable Umar Farouk Ibrahim, the National Secretary of the Labour Party and Presidential Agent of the Labour Party. We made our observation and calculation based on your presentation of Ekiti State result, and we have also come with a similar figure as presented by the PDP, and as such, there is an obvious and overvoting. So we also call on that result to be looked at and finally rejected. Thank you.
Any more?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'm Barrister Kenneth Udeze, the National Chairman of Action Alliance. This calculation and the position of my colleagues here, Action Alliance, have gone through that same figure, and we got the same similar position. So I would like the Commission to really look at it and see if this Ekiti State voting should be cancelled for overvoting, based on our calculation. Thank you.
Any more?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. My name is Nkem Okando, ADC National Agent. We also same calculation yesterday, and we are here to also say that Ekiti result should be looked into and outrightly rejected for overvoting.
Good morning. My name is Babatunde Ogala, Senior Advocate of Nigeria and agent for APC. I think the law is clear that when a result has been declared, we should resort to petition if need be. Ekiti was declared yesterday. We were asked for observations, and if that has been done, any party that feels strongly should prepare its petition. Where we are today, I want to say with all respect that it will appear the commission is functions official, and the business of now is Kwara. We cannot go back to what has been declared here by the commission. Just my own humble observation.
Okay, sorry.
I'm not going into the merit or otherwise
sorry.
of what they've said.
There is a gentleman in white. Sorry, agent of the PDP, you have made your point. There is a gentleman in white. Introduce yourself.
My name is Zephaniah Bitru Jesalo. I'm from NRM. I stand by the submission of the APC that when the result had been declared from the ward, from the local government, state, and the collation center of this place, as seen by the law, and by electoral act, every other thing should challenge it through the court. Thank you.
Okay, I think we should make progress. We have taken note of that, but you started the PDP agent by quoting a figure different from the figure that we have for the number of accredited voters. What we have is 315,058. 315,058. I said this is the copy, and I also have here the manually recorded figures. So the figure you mentioned is at variance with the figure that was actually presented yesterday. But we'll come back to this result. We have taken note of the observations you have raised.
Mr. Chairman, we were here yesterday, and fortunately we recorded the proceedings, and we recorded the presentation by the professor. And we heard his pronouncements, and we have a picture copy of the projection on the wall that was done yesterday. Having said that, I also want, with due respect to the SAN, that presentation of results is different from declaration of results. That result has not been declared, it was only presented. Only you can declare that result, and you have not done that. So that result was presented, but have not been declared. And the figures he presented yesterday, if you have a panel that is looking into this, we want to provide evidence. Thank you.
I still insist that the figure presented by the State Collation Officer for the presidential election for Ekiti State of the total number of accredited voters is 315,058. This is what is on the spreadsheet that we screened yesterday, and this is also what is on the actual result manually recorded by the scope and signed by the PDP agent and agents of other political parties back in Ekiti State. But having said that, I've taken note of your observations. Let us make progress on that one. But what we have here is exactly what I've said, and any other figure that is at variance with this one cannot supersede the official result presented. But let's make progress. We'll come back to this matter. On this note, let me invite the Rec Quara